Hello, Robin here. And Lily, welcome back. Welcome to episode 3. Thank you for listening to A Mother's Voice. If you enjoyed it, please leave a review, because it really does help us reach more mothers. We've put together this session to help you explore feelings that might have been prompted by the piece. You can listen and work through the exercises on your own or as part of a group, or both. It's here for you to come back to as many times as you like.
The exercises in this session draw from Joanna Macy and Chris Johnson's brilliant Active Hope course, which is a free 7-week online course designed to nourish our capacity to make a difference in the world. We will include a useful visual aid and link to the course in the show notes. We'll work through 4 stages from the spiral that reconnects. These are gratitude, honouring our pain, seeing with new eyes, and going forth.
There will be 9 prompts, and we'll leave a 1-minute gap after each one to give you time to think or journal your reflections. Please feel free to pause the recording to take longer if you'd like to. And if you're working in a group, please pause to enable each person to have time to share their response with the group.
I did this course with a group of local mothers, and I found it incredibly helpful. I'm really grateful to be able to share these exercises with you. So please get comfortable. And let's start with 3 deep breaths to land in this present moment. Thank you. The first stage of the spiral that reconnects is gratitude. Gratitude helps to resource us to be able to face more difficult emotions ahead. It also reminds us of our interdependence. There are 2 sides to gratitude: appreciation and thankfulness. To experience appreciation, see what words naturally follow the start of a sentence that begins with the words, "I love." You're invited to name what you love, appreciate, relish, and delight in. This might include people, places, experiences, colours, qualities, or anything else that follows the words, "I love." Now we move to thankfulness. We invite you to see what words naturally follow the sentence starter, "I'd like to thank." Who or what have you received from in ways that support you? See how it feels to name and thank them. I'd like to thank. Thank you. We now move on to honouring our pain for the world. When we give attention to what we appreciate and feel supported by, we may also recognise ways that these are threatened by conditions in our world. The next part of the spiral that reconnects invites our witnessing of our own or each other's concerns, as well as the feelings these may arouse, seeing what words follow this sentence starter. Looking at the future we're heading into, my concerns include. Facing disturbing realities can leave us feeling overwhelmed. If we're to give our best response, it helps to open to perspectives that inspire, empower, and resource us, that open us to a sense of possibility. So we now move on to seeing with new eyes. The next exercise is a thought experiment that welcomes a playful exploration of future possibility and involves considering hope from two perspectives. First, looking at our hope, and then looking from our hope. It invites curiosity and daring, a daring to believe our hope is possible. By daring to believe this, even just for the duration of this exercise, we can imagine forwards to experience our hope and harvest inspiration and guidance from there to bring back and support us in this time that we're in now. See what words follow this sentence starter. Facing my concerns, what I deeply hope for is. Now imagine, just for a moment, that your hopes have happened, that from the starting point you face, we travel 10 years into the future and things have worked out as well as they possibly could. As we play the following soundtrack, imagine that you are stepping forward in time into that hoped-for future. Standing in the place of your hope, what does it feel like to look from here? What can you see or hear or even touch, taste or smell? What do you like or love about things working out this way? You might start this sentence several times, each time describing a different aspect. What I like or love about things working out this way is. Having taken a really good look around at your hope from the inside, then look back from that point at this time we live in now. What did they do back then that helped this hoped-for version of the future come about? Spend some time describing 1 or 2 things that people did in the 2020s that played a role in helping your hopes happen. A possible sentence starter to use is, one of the things they did back then was, and something else they did was. Now, remembering that you were and are one of those people, ask yourself, how did I find the strength to act? What sustained me? How did I nourish my capacity to play my part? Listening again to the soundtrack, allow yourself to step back to this time now. Bring with you your sense of the changes that happened in this potential timeline, and consider what role or roles you could play that might help these changes come about. This brings us to the remaining part of the spiral that reconnects, going forth. Going forth is about looking at what we can do, the part we can play, in the larger story of acting for what we love, addressing our concerns or following what inspires us. See what follows this sentence starter. Something I could see myself doing is, or I could help the future I hope for happen by. And finally, this last sentence. A step I will take towards this in the next week is... Thank you. That's the end of the prompts for our session. The spiral that reconnects is something that can be adapted time and time again whenever we feel stuck or overwhelmed. Grounding in gratitude, facing our fears, drawing inspiration, and finding ways to take action moving forward. Thank you so much for taking the time to go on this journey today. It's deeply courageous work to engage with our fears and hopes. We will finish by taking 3 deep breaths.
If you did this practice on your own, perhaps reach out to someone to share your feelings or seek out a local group. Building connection engenders hope and courage. Please share the play and this session with anyone you feel may benefit, and please leave us a review. It really will help us reach others. We would love to hear about your experiences. Thank you so much.